Hey everyone, today I'm going to bring you the latest news happening in the world of Marvel, the world of DC, and even in the world of He-Man. Let's go! News number 1. Why does Superman bleed? James Gunn revealed this mystery. News number 2, the producer revealed an important plot detail about Spider-Man. 4. Watch out for the spoiler. News number 3, Jared Leto will be Skeletor in the live-action He-Man movie. Is this good news or bad news? Well, we remember the Joker and we remember Morbius, right? Comment below which news excited you the most. Which one did you hate? No more beating around the bush. Let's go to the video. What's up?
You won't believe it, but who would have thought that even I, Superman, can bleed, huh? That's right, folks, James Gunn went there and answered that famous question from Batman, remember? And he didn't just answer, he also dropped a bomb of meaning on all of this. Hold on to that, I'll tell you everything in a bit. It all started with the trailer for my upcoming movie. The folks at Warner Bros., he really nailed it. And you know what? It seems to have worked because it became one of the most viewed trailers in history. And of course, I couldn't skip talking about that scene right at the beginning. Me in the middle of the snow, all beaten up, spitting blood and asking for help from a dog. Seriously, dog. I wasn't even prepared for this so vulnerable version of myself. But hold on, there's a pretty deep explanation for this. James Gunn explained that this whole messed up image you saw is a metaphor for the moment the United States is going through. He said that the country is bleeding, divided, full of political and ideological tensions. And guess what? I am the reflection of all of this. I'm that guy who believes in good people, who wants to do good, who is also feeling vulnerable. Gunn wants to bring back that idea of hope and unity, which is basically my DNA, right? And there's more. My biggest challenge in this movie isn't going to be fighting villains or taking down giant robots. None of that. The real problem is going to be ethical. Yeah, superpowers aren't going to help at all when it comes to solving moral dilemmas. That's the idea. Tell me, isn't this a different vibe? I confess I got nervous. I mean, as a hero, I know how to throw punches, lift buildings, and save kittens from trees. But solving ethical crises? Well, let's see how I do. By the way, this approach of bringing back old values reminded me of Kingdom Come, that classic comic book story. There, I also come back after years to try to fix a world that has lost its way. It seems like James Gunn was inspired by this idea. There, I also come back after years to try to fix a world that has lost its way. It seems that James Gunn was inspired by this idea. And look, if he gets the tone right, something really exciting could be on the way. Now, I know there are people out there saying that the movie has a very Americanized vibe, but let's be real. I am Superman. Of course, there's that patriotic side, it's part of my story. Want to see something different? Look for French, Iranian, or even Brazilian films, which are also full of culture and perspective. Everyone has their own vibe, right? Now tell me, what do you think about the idea of a more reflective Superman who brings up these political and social issues? I'm curious to know if you prefer the classic hero, or if you're ready to see this new version of me. Let's chat. This video doesn't end now. It continues with us chatting in the comments. If you found this video interesting, leave a super like, super comment, and a super subscription to the channel.
Today we're going to talk about the following news. The producer revealed important detail about the plot of Spider-Man. Look, let me tell you something that happened to me that I'm still trying to process. That's right, it's me, Spider-Man Peter Parker, or as some prefer to call me, Tom Holland. I was just living my usual life, saving the neighborhood and listening to the police scanner when I found out that the producer of my movie, Amy Pascal, was called to give an interview to Deadline. She ended up revealing important details about the plot of my next movie, Spider-Man 4. If my boss leaked it, I'm free to tell you about the leak. Don't you all agree? Comment on below. The truth is that in this new movie, Spider-Man 4, I decide to leave behind the life of Peter Parker. Well, being just Spider-Man seems like a less complicated idea, considering that after Dr. Strange's spell, no one remembers me as Peter anymore. Not only did they forget, but they erased the records. No ID, no photo, nothing. Basically, I've become the king of the anonymous. And honestly, it's even a relief not having to explain why I'm always late. But hold on, it's not all. Just imagine me, Spider-Man, with a hand-stitched suit, seeing criminals while I try to finish my high school diploma. I mean, as Peter Parker, I was just there, living a bit of an improvised life. Maybe selling some photos to the Daily Bugle. But in the movie, things take a different turn. Looks like Sony really wants to shove Spider-Man into the multiverse. And you know what's crazier? This time, decide to give up on Peter Parker. Not because I want to, because it seems safer for everyone. Living a double life is exhausting, you know? Now, let me tell you something interesting. It looks like my old friend MJ is coming back. Zendaya is confirmed for the movie, so it's just a matter of time before Peter Parker rises from the ashes. Oh, there's more. They're saying that Black Cat might make an appearance. A love triangle. That's going to be one tangled web. I can hardly wait to see how this dynamic is going to work. MJ on one side, Black Cat on the other, and me in the middle, trying to survive this emotional mess. Oh, and let's not forget about my adventures with the Avengers. People are speculating that I'm going to appear in Secret Wars and Doomsday. Multiverse this way, multiverse that way. But don't worry, still the same friendly neighborhood guy. Just that now. Be a little more busy saving the whole reality. Nothing much different from an ordinary Tuesday, right? And look, I'm going to tell you, looks like Spider-Man is never going to leave the scene. There's always going to be another movie, another one. Can you stand to see me for a few more decades? Because I'm here for that. Now tell me, what do you think about this new phase of mine? Do you think this life without Peter Parker is going to work out? This video doesn't end now. It continues with us chatting in the comments. If you found this video interesting, like it, share it, and subscribe.
Today we're going to talk about the following news. Jared Leto will be Skeletor in the live-action He-Man movie. You know, the great Skeletor, finally got the role I deserve in Hollywood. Jared Leto is going to play me in the new live-action He-Man movie, Masters of the Universe. Now, don't know if this is a promotion for me or an attempt at redemption for him. After all, after being the Joker in Morbius, yeah, things got a bit complicated. We'll talk about that later. But first, let's get to the point. The cast is packed with names that promise a lot. We have Nicholas Cantini as He-Man, Camila Mendes as Tila, and Alison Brie as my beloved ally, Evil Lynn. And of course, me, Skeletor, being brought to life by an Oscar winner. But look, Jared, we need to talk. Who had the idea to cast you as Morbius, huh? That was so bad it became a meme. And let's not even talk about the Joker. It was so forced that even my sinister smile seems subtle compared to that. In addition, it's worth highlighting the choice of other villains who will be by my side, like Trapjaw, who will be played by Sam C. Wilson, and Goatman, who comes to life through the hands of Thor Boron. It's an evil team that promises to bring chaos and spectacle to the big screen. Wilson and Goatman, who comes to life through the hands of Thor Boron. It's an evil team that promises to bring chaos and spectacle to the big screen. And between us, if everyone nails their roles, this movie has all the potential to become epic. It's an evil team that promises to bring chaos, spectacle to the big screen. And between us, if everyone nails their roles, this movie has all the potential to become epic. Now, they mess up the visuals. Well, we already know how this could end, right? But what really has fans curious, the tone of the film. Will it be something darker, Lord of the Rings, or more fantasy like Star Wars? Look, if it's up to me, I want my presence to be so striking that even Darth Vader reconsiders his career. Let's see if Jared can deliver that mix of fear and style that only I, Skeletor, can offer. But, getting back to what matters, design of my look in the movie. This detail is essential. If they don't get my appearance right, Jared, even your Oscar will save this production. And look, Joker-style giggles. Okay, my laugh is evil, it's cruel, it's iconic, let's not ruin that. Now, before you ask, I'm not saying the movie will be a success just because of me, even though it should be. Everything will depend on the script. An actor is good, they can't work miracles. And look, Jared, it's not a personal challenge, but you'd better put in the effort this time, because I won't accept anything less than perfection. After all, who can stand another morbing time? So, what do you all think? Will Jared Leto be able to bring all my power to the big screen? Or will he repeat the missteps of the past? I hope he doesn't disappoint me. After all, Buddy wants to see the skeleton turning into a joke. Again, this video isn't ending now. He's still with us chatting in the comments. If you found this video interesting, like it, share it, and subscribe.